The first step is selecting a testing site. We've chosen this location for the numerous pipes it has. We've chosen this section right here because it has a 15D run. You could have also chosen this section here because it does have a ball valve, but a ball valve is considered a straight run with a 15D. Over here we could have chosen another run. It's away from corners and angles. It's a straight run. Again, you get your 15D dimensions. So now that we've selected our site, we'll cut this and we'll remove this section of insulation. So that step is taken care of. The next step is to wire and power up the flow meter. Remove the 4 screws, taking care not to damage the ribbon. Here we've already wired up our transducer. We have our power coming in on the right side. The middle is the upstream for the transducer, and the left side is the downstream for the transducer. After those are wired, you replace the cover, attaching the 4 screws. Now you're ready to power up your unit. Plug it into its power source. You'll hear a small beep. The Shenitech logo will display, and the LED will remain lit. Now that we've wired and powered up in step 2, we go to step 3. We're going to program the main unit with menu 11 through 24. Hit menu 11, we hit enter. It gives us our pipe outer diameter. At this time we enter the pipe outer diameter. We proceed to the next menu. The next step will be to enter the pipe wall thickness. After the wall thickness is entered, we enter the pipe inner diameter. We enter the pipe material in the next menu. There is no liner at this point, so there's no need to enter any dimensions for the liner material. The fluid type is water. This is a water main. We enter water. We enter the transducer type, which is S1. And the installation of the transducer is a V mounting. The next step is to go to menu 25, which after entering all the parameters of pipe diameter, etc., we will be getting our transducer spacing. The transducer spacing for this type of pipe is 2.95. We need to save this number for the installation of our transducers at a later date. Okay, now that we've programmed the main unit and we have our transducer spacing, which we recorded earlier, we go back to our pipe, which we exposed earlier in step 1, and basically we clean any residual material. If there's any rust, if there's any paint, we remove it at this time. It allows a clear reading for the transducers. We take the measurements we received earlier, we find our marks on the pipe, and we basically mark where our transducers will be placed using the number 2.95 we recorded earlier. Transducers is to apply the clamps to the pipe. What you want to do is you want to get the clamp on and tighten it up to a certain point, but it still allow room to slide the transducer back and forth. Your next step is to apply a couplant to the transducer. You place the transducer with the clamp with the wires out. At this point, the transducer should sit in the proximity of the marks you have made on the pipe. At this point, you can tighten the clamp to ensure proper contact. Now that we've installed the first transducer and its location is on the side of the pipe, we will add coupling to the second transducer, applying it in the same manner as the first. We have our pipe location already marked. We take the transducer and we slide it in. Again, The wires are out, and face to face we have our 2.95. At this point, I'll tighten this clamp. Now that we've installed our transducers, we know that the transducers are in line with the pipe. They're placed on the side of the pipe. We have our proper spacing of 2.95. This is the upstream transducer. This is the downstream transducer. We have our water flow going that way. The purpose of the fine-tuning process is to ensure our transducers are installed properly and the flow meter is configured correctly. There are 3 parameters we need to check. Signal strength, signal quality, both should be above 60, and the transit time ratio should be between 97 and 103%. Let's go to our flow meter and check our numbers. We go to menu 90. Menu 90 displays signal strength and signal quality. The signal strength for the upstream transducer and the downstream transducer both read 81.6. Both are above 60. The signal quality reads 93, 95, 91. The signal quality will fluctuate. As long as it does not fluctuate more than 10 points in each way, you're within your parameters. We go to menu 91. Menu 91 displays transit time ratio. Our transit time ratio for this flow meter is 100.59. It is within the parameters of 97% and 103% that we need for a correct reading. If your flow meter is not within these parameters, you may have to go back and re-enter the parameters in menus 11 through menu 24, making sure they are correct. You also may need to adjust your transducers, making them a little closer or a little further away from each other. After your flow meter is fine-tuned, your installation is done. You are ready to look at your measurement results in window 00 now. We'll go to menu 00. This window 00 displays the flow rate and the flow total. This completes the quick start installation.